with 24 points, and everyone started to roast Kobe.
I think he stopped shooting because he wanted to say, those guys didn't help me.
It's your time, it's his time, it's Bam's time. Bam's time to shine. Hey, welcome back, man. Back at it again, another video. We have the one night Kobe wouldn't shoot. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant and Gigi Bryant and everybody else who was involved in that tragic accident back in January 20th, 2020, if I'm not mistaken, right? We about to find out why he wouldn't shoot, though. Let's get straight to this video.
In a Game 7, Kobe isn't even in frame? And this wasn't the only time in that game. One night in 2006, Kobe decided he wasn't going to score in a Game 7 to prove a point. And it was genius. Kobe Bryant is one of the game's greatest scorers. He has made
Over the glass, Kobe!
and missed the most shots ever. He told Shaq,
Come back in, hey dude, you gotta throw me the ball. I said, man, that, get it off the rebound if I miss, bro.
heck, he even took this.
Embarrass you as much. Kobe, he had
So how do we get to a
embarrass you as much. Kobe,
He really just didn't trust them other niggas, bro.
So how do we get to a game where he doesn't want to shoot? I'm gonna outline what exactly went down, the 3 steps to Kobe's plan, and how it changed the entire NBA. Starting with what was on the line. What is up, dudes, cadets, ballers, players? It's your boy MJ. You see, Kobe was getting called a number 2, a guy who couldn't win without the most dominant player in NBA history, Shaq. Sure, Kobe was a star. He was a 3-time champion, averaged 30 points in the playoffs during a time where teams would score 80 points in a game. That's so low. But since Shaq left the Lakers, they had done nothing. In the prime of Kobe's career, the Lakers missed the playoffs in 2005. The first time in a decade. And well, the perception wasn't so great. Allen Iverson said, "There ain't no number 34 around here no more." Damn, that's gotta hurt. In Kobe's own words,
You can't win without Shaq. Okay. I had no response, right? So I had to just bide my time until. But I remember that fan, he was in Sacramento, sat right behind the scorer's table.
he would respond to that same
It's crazy how, as players, influencers, whatever, business owners, you remember all the shit, the negative shit or shit like that, more than, like, you thrive off that more than a fan like, hey, bro, I've been watching you since I was a kid, bro. I fuck with you, bro. Don't worry about what they saying, yada, yada, yada. You know, you don't thrive off of that the same as, y'all can't win without Shaq. And I'm just saying that as a general thing. We don't thrive the same off of something positive. He turned that negative comment, not even really negative, but more so that comment into a positive thing later down the line. But it's just crazy how we don't really thrive off of somebody telling us, bro, I've been watching you since I was a kid. Like, I appreciate that we kind of give them the regular rundown, right? But then when it's that motherfucker that has something bad to say about us, we give them all the energy. Y'all notice that? And I'm not saying that's what, I'm not about to give no disclosures in these videos.
fan in his own way.
Y'all take it how y'all want to take it.
But Kobe was responding to the critics by scoring the most the NBA had seen in a long time. If I showed you this roster with Smush Parker and Kwame Brown starting, do you think they would make the playoffs?
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
No, I wouldn't either. But here is step number 1, proving he could carry the Lakers by himself. But you had Kobe, who promised the Lakers would make the playoffs in 2006.
Because y'all didn't make the playoffs. Won't happen next year. And I'm going to do all the work that I can do to make sure that doesn't happen.
And came in averaging 35.6 points a game, including a legendary 81 points in the game.
This would be 18 for 20 from the line and an 81-point game.
And maybe you have a chance. Nothing could stop Kobe, hell-bent on dragging this team to the playoffs, and he did it. The Lakers were the number 7 seed, set to face the number 2 seed Suns in the playoffs, and the media seemed to be back on Kobe's side.
Anybody with sense should know Kobe's the man right now.
It doesn't make sense that during Kobe's best scoring season, he would all of a sudden not take a shot in a game in the playoffs. Especially since even though the Suns were the heavy favorites in the series, Kobe and the Lakers would go up 2-1. And in game 4, Kobe hits the game-tying shot. Then the game-winning shot. The Lakers are up 3-1. They're on the verge of a big upset. Kobe finally showing he wasn't just a number 2 option. But how was a number 7 seed Lakers being the number 2 seed Suns? That Suns team had a 2-time MVP, Steve Nash, leading a historic offense. And up until that point, the series had been very physical. Kobe dunked in Steve Nash's face in Game 2. But hadn't really
they called that an offensive foul. That was not an offensive foul.
Insane scoring outbursts, which was weird because during the regular season, Kobe had averaged 42.5 points against the Suns. But the Lakers went 1-3, so Phil Jackson said our game plan was to have Kobe draw double teams, then feed Kwame and Lamar down low. Wow, they really thought to feature Kwame Brown in a playoff series, and it worked for the first 4 games. Kobe was only averaging 23 points, still shooting quite a bit, but moving the ball around more. Kwame went from averaging 5.4 field goal attempts in the regular season to 9.3 in the playoffs. But here's where it all went wrong. The Suns caught on, and by Game 5, decided to double Kobe less and less, and leave it to Raja Bell, who couldn't guard Kobe and clotheslined him. The Suns were frustrated, no doubt, but they won Game 5 and kept the same strategy into Game 6. But here's where it all took a big turn. Kobe was hitting shot after shot after shot. I lost track of how many mid-ranges he was shooting over the Suns defenders just to keep the Lakers in the game. And then this clutch 3 and a layup to put the Lakers up by 3 with 30 seconds left. But the Suns, with their last chance, hit a 3 to go to OT. And despite 50 Suns with their last chance, hit a 3 to go to OT. And this
Kobe was hot, y'all see he spiked the ball. He said, bro, look at this.
But the Suns with their
I don't know who man. Wait, hold on. Let's see whose man that is.
The Lakers up by 3 with 30 seconds left.
Put them up by 3. They're scrambling. Looks like the ball's probably just been rotated heavy. I'm assuming. Okay, so it's 2 Lakers here, and then there's nobody here. So it's probably one of their guys. It's probably one of these 2 guys. This is their man, because this looked like Kwame Brown looked like he out here. Lamar Odom I think that's Lamar Odom looked like he's guarding bro in the post, and Kobe looked like he's guarding whoever that is. So it's between these 2.
The Suns with their
then he goes and tries to run out. He pump fakes.
Hit a 3 to go to OT. And
Kobe spikes the ball hella hard because he's hot.
Despite 50 points from Kobe shooting 57% from the field, 63% from 3, the Lakers lose. The series is tied 3-3. And the media went in, but not on the Lakers, on Kobe Bryant for being a ball hog. Despite the fact that the Lakers were 1 rebound away from closing the entire series, and from talking
gotta rebound.
Lakers were 1 rebound away from closing the
You gotta put a body on, bro. It's crazy how, if I could really redo it, bro, I would have prided myself to get. Well, I'm only 6'2", but if you playing, bro, pride yourself on grabbing all the rebounds, bro. No rebounds equals no winning. Look what happened right here. Lamar Odom is focused on a rebound. He doesn't put a body on. I think this is Sean Marion. I think
entire series.
Look at, like, bro, this is what happens when you just don't rebound. They literally will roast you for being a glass cleaner and all this other bullshit back in the day. Not realizing you can get hella points off just putbacks. You can do so much. You can get a scholarship off rebounding. You just playing, you know how to do the other shit, but you're great at rebounding. That's the thing about anything you do in life. Are you great at what you? Is there something that you do that you're great at? When you play basketball, what is it you do that you're great at on the court? What do you do that you're great at? Is it defense, rebounding, passing? Are you a great shooter? Your ball. What do you do that's great on the court? He does that great. He does that excellent. He does that good. What the fuck do you do? That's something I think everybody. What do you do that's so great on YouTube? Is it your thumbnails? Is it your quality of your video? What do you do that's so great that separates you from everybody else?
And from talking about how clutch Kobe was, he was now the reason the Lakers lost.
Let's see.
And this wasn't the first time. Throughout the season, the reason the Lakers lost. And this wasn't the first time, because he was now the reason the Lakers.
So he shot it over. You can't see because of the words. He didn't fuck with Smush Parker. That was obvious. But he shot it over two people and missed.
Lost. And this was.
I get it, y'all. Hero ball, but it's tie game. Passing one more. Let him take the shot, bro. I get he had 50 though, or probably something up to, close to 50 at this point. I understand that, but I don't know, bro. That's just me personally. I guess he said he didn't trust his teammates though. They come in 40 minutes before the practice start or 30 minutes before practice starts. I don't know if it's the same 2006 roster. I don't know what year it was where that statement was said, where Phil Handy was talking about it, but he could have swung that one more. That's just me personally.
Wasn't the first time. Throughout the season, you could find articles questioning whether Kobe was selfish. But there weren't doubts whether Kobe had helped his team throughout the season like there were after Game 6. With all this in mind, on May 6, 2006, Game 7 started. A night that would shock the entire world. It was the start of step number 2, forcing the Lakers to change. The Suns get off to a good start, and Kobe is just making impossible shots. Fadeaway, threes, you name it. The Suns crowd starts chanting, "Kobe sucks." And he just takes it in. He dropped 23 points in the first half, but the Lakers were down 15. Okay, so it's time for Kobe to turn up even more, right? Well, Kobe comes out passing into the post and backing up, and then passing and running away. Where is Kobe on the screen? Heck, he's watching Smush Parker try to hit a fadeaway. This is the same guy that is yelling at his teammates to foul and runs like a madman to do it himself. This can't be the same guy that just dropped 50 points the game before. Phil Jackson wanted to change the game plan in the second half of Game 7, from Kobe ball to running things through other guys. The idea was to get everyone else involved, to have them be more in it defensively, and hopefully string a few more defensive stops. The way the Lakers offense was set up didn't mean Kobe would get an assist. It was designed to swing the ball to the open man once Kobe got doubled. Kobe just had to make a read on who would have the next quickest pass to the open man. It got everyone touching the ball. But this looks intentionally low effort. Kobe would only end up taking 3 shots in the second half, and watch as the Suns won.
So it sounded like he tried to make a point, because they're losing in the first half, and he has 23 points in the first half. They're still losing, right? So the coach's like, all right, you have 23, but we're still down. Let's get other guys involved. There has to be something that's not. I think what it is he like, we're losing. All right, we'll do that. Let's see how we fare. They ended up getting down more. I think there's probably, we're gonna keep playing the video, but I think there's something in there that they're also not saying. Was it? They said the media went. I think it was. Yeah, they didn't include that. I think I don't know who it was probably, but somebody in the media is probably saying they're not going to win because Kobe takes all the shots. The attention is all on Kobe. Maybe that's something somebody in the media said, along with the coaches trying to change the game plan at halftime. I don't know.
In Game 7 in this series, he ended the game with 24 points, and everyone started to roast Kobe.
I think he stopped shooting because he wanted to say those guys didn't help me. Because normally, if they had to get down by 20 points, he would try to take over. He was not aggressive at all. He was not shooting the ball.
It was getting called the night Kobe quit on the Lakers. The outlash was so bad that Kobe went on national television and explained his actions.
Game 4 in the fourth quarter was a double-digit deficit, 12, 13, 14-point game. You know, we stuck to the script because we knew in order to beat the Phoenix Suns, we have to stop them. And in order for us to stop them, everybody has to feel you're more involved. And when you play better offensively, when you hit down 1, 2 jumpers, all of a sudden your energy picks up.
And behind the scenes, he cursed out Charles Barkley for 3 hours.
3 hours. Well, his texts were like, cursing me out. I'm like, yo, man, I explained to you why I said what I said.
But even with that...
Even Kobe. And this is why I hate when y'all try to talk about this mental toughness stuff. This is no shade to Kobe, but... Even Kobe, everybody had that moment where it's like, bro, what are y'all talking about, bro? Like, he just loses it. I don't think this game, they didn't tell him to not he just did it to prove a point, is what I'm taking from this. They didn't say don't shoot, don't lead us, but he took it like, you know what, fuck it. That was on his end, because now it looks like he quit. Clearly, obviously, Kobe didn't wake up saying, I'm about to quit on my teammates, but it looks like you didn't shoot, you just said, fuck it, let y'all do it to prove a point, but it does look like you quit on your team. Shit happens. Shit happens.
Sort of justification, what everyone had just witnessed couldn't only be explained by a
and he went off on Charles Barkley
Phil
too.
Jackson. There's no aggression, no black mamba. But what if I told you that this could all be part of a master plan set by Kobe to get him to the finals? Kobe changed his number from 8 to 24 in the offseason, saying he wanted to move on to something different. It was clear to the Lakers front office that Kobe was unhappy with this team, and by the end of the next season on May 30th, 2007, Kobe requested a trade.
Yeah, I like the trade. As tough as it is to say that, it's tough as...
All right, again, I knew about that part, but again, I am in no way bashing Kobe Bryant. Because now I know ever since the situation happened, you can't even talk basketball anymore. People that take it a different way. I don't knock him for wanting necessarily to be traded. I don't knock him for that. Only thing I say is don't act like he didn't want to leave. People say, well, he didn't leave. The intent, well, he wanted to leave. The intent was there. The intent is what matters. If I want to leave to go somewhere, but it doesn't happen because of some technicality, I'm still going to, if I'm the other people, I'm still going to always remember that you wanted to leave. You just couldn't do it because something out of your power, whatever the fuck happened. You get what I'm saying? So it got tough, especially probably the whole Shaq shit. You know, Shaq, oh, I can't win without Shaq. That shit probably, you know, he probably wanted to start somewhere fresh. And shit happens, bro. Shit happens. I'm not making an excuse nor coming at him about it. I fuck with Kobe. But just don't use him not being here to make it sound like he just, you know, was immortal. Like, no, every basketball player has some bullshit about him, bro. It's just, especially a great player, every last one of them has some bullshit about them. Every last one of them. LeBron, MJ, KD, whoever you want to keep going down the list. There's always some bullshit about them.
To come to that conclusion, it probably should be one thing in terms of, you know, wanting to rebuild right now, and you know, telling Phil Jackson another thing.
It wasn't a bluff. Kobe was tired of an aimless rebuild with no hope and was looking at homes in Chicago during the offseason. What made the threat more real was the possibility that Kobe's Game 7 performance was his indicator to prove a point that this team is horrible, that the Lakers franchise could not just rely on Kobe to keep them relevant. Kobe reported to training camp but sat out practices in October of 2007. It was all becoming real, and the Lakers were scrambling. Kobe's plan was working, and here was the final step: winning. In February of 2008, though, they would make a trade that would change the future of the NBA. The Lakers acquired Pau Gasol to pair with Kobe and immediately made the finals. But they would lose. There was more work to be done. Kobe's plan needed one last piece: a better version of himself as a leader. And if you like Kobe stories, I like making Kobe videos and working hard, so subscribe for more. Kobe worked hard to become a better leader, to get his teammates in the right mindset, got Pau Gasol to be tougher, and despite any quitter allegations, Kobe continued to put his legacy on the line and thrive, winning his first chip without Shaq, Game 7 of the NBA Finals against Boston, doing whatever it took to win, and perhaps the most important, his ability to inspire a never-quit attitude in chasing your dreams, your goals, to work for what you want, and not care of what anyone else has to say in your pursuit of greatness. Which is why most people forget about the night that Kobe didn't shoot. Miss you, Kobe. The only notification round shout goes to Big
Kobe,
Wiggy. Thanks for the all-day support. If you want to see why Jeremy Lin got banned,
hey man, if y'all like this video, y'all know what to do. Get at me on the next one. Rest in peace to Kari, X, my grandma, both our grandmas, and I'm gone, man. Bam time. Rest in peace, Kobe Bean Bryant, man.